Have you ever been in a group and felt like everyone was speaking a language you somehow never learned? It's not that they ignore you. It's not that they push you away. It's quieter than that. You talk, you laugh at the right moments, you nod along. But inside, there's this tiny distance, almost too small to notice. Like you're standing inside the scene and slightly outside of it at the same time. And the strangest part isn't that you don't fit. It's that you can't quite explain why. Has that ever happened to you? That feeling that you can slip into almost any room, but never all the way in. From the outside, nobody shows. Nobody notices anything off. If anything, people would probably call you easygoing, adaptable, normal. But inside, there's something else. A feeling that's hard to name, like you're too different for some people and not quite enough for others. And then the explanations start. Maybe I'm just weird. Maybe I should try harder. Maybe the problem is me. That kind of pressure is silent. And it doesn't always come from other people. Most of the time, it comes from you. Because when you don't seem to fit anywhere, your mind goes looking for a reason. And it almost always points the finger inward. But here's the thing. There's something deeper going on underneath all of this. And it has to do with how your brain is actually wired. With how your nervous system processes belonging, identity, and connection. And once you understand that, the whole story changes. There's something social psychology has known for a long time. The human brain is built to belong. But not at any cost. That sounds technical, but it's simple. Your nervous system isn't really searching for a group. It's searching for coherence. Think of it like an antenna. It doesn't light up because of how many people are around you. It lights up when what's outside matches what's inside. If a place doesn't resonate with you, even if everyone there is kind, your body never registers full safety. And that missing resonance is exactly what feeling out of place feels like. But there's more. Your brain is also constantly comparing patterns. It's looking for similarities, shared values, emotional rhythms that match your own. That sounds complicated, but it's deeply human. Picture two songs trying to play at the same time. If they're in the same key, they flow. If they're not, there's friction. Even when nobody can name it. So when you feel like you don't fit, a lot of the time it isn't rejection at all. It's a mismatch in frequency. And here's something almost nobody pays attention to. Some people have a nervous system with the volume turned up higher. They pick up on subtler things, small shifts in a room, tiny emotional inconsistencies. So in a lot of groups, you notice things other people simply don't. The subtext, the quiet tension, the unspoken roles. And when your inner volume runs that high, you can't just let it pass. Your mind records everything, and that can leave you feeling outside even when, objectively, you're fully inside. But there's more. A lot of people who feel like they don't belong actually carry an identity that's more complex than it looks. They don't fit neatly under one label. They don't slide cleanly into a single mold. That sounds abstract, but it's simple. It's like you're holding pieces from different puzzles, and most groups are made of pieces from the same set. So when you show up with a more mixed, more hybrid design, it doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It just means you don't belong to one closed pattern. And that changes everything about how your experience makes sense. There's an emotional layer to this too. Belonging isn't just being included. It's being able to be fully present without shrinking. And if fitting in means turning your intensity down, hiding parts of yourself, or simplifying what you feel, your nervous system notices. The group might accept you, sure, but if you're not really all the way there inside that connection, your brain doesn't file it as real belonging, and that quietly translates into distance. But there's something even deeper. Your identity isn't built only in relation to other people. It's built on coherence inside yourself. When you know who you are, even if that doesn't match any group label, your sense of stability stops depending so much on your surroundings. But if you're still in the middle of understanding yourself, and on top of that, you don't fit any clear mold, that stage can feel like no man's land. You don't fully belong out there, and you're still building in here. And that combination is intense. This is where the world tends to read it all backwards. People say, if you don't fit in, it's because you're antisocial, or difficult, or too special, or too different. But from what we actually understand about personality and the brain, the picture is something else entirely. Some people are simply more sensitive to context. Their identities are less rigid. Their nervous systems pay closer attention to coherence. That's not a flaw, it's just a different setting. You're not poorly designed. You just don't run well inside closed molds. And here's the reframe that matters. Feeling like you don't fit into any group doesn't mean you belong nowhere. It means your way of belonging isn't automatic. You need coherence. You need resonance. You need to be genuinely present. And that isn't always something you find in big, well-defined spaces. Sometimes it shows up in a loose conversation, in one-on-one connection, in the quieter bonds that nobody really sees, but that feel far more real. There's nothing broken in you. Your nervous system isn't chasing approval. It's searching for alignment. And once you understand that, the story shifts from I'm the problem to I'm looking for something more in tune. That's not weakness, that's coherence. Maybe you're just not made to fit into any group. Maybe you're made to create spaces where fitting in doesn't mean making yourself smaller. And that takes time. But when it finally happens, it doesn't feel forced. It feels natural. Light. Like your inner volume and the world around you have finally landed on the same frequency. So if any of this landed somewhere in you, maybe your story isn't the story of someone who doesn't belong. Maybe it's the story of someone still finding the place where their own coherence feels like home. And that's a process, one that deserves to be understood, not corrected. And we'll keep exploring it right here